Muscular hydration and endurance? How can High Stim Ace say no to that? Gotta let it burn. What's going on, Stim Junkies? High Stim Ace here. Hope you guys are having a phenomenal week thus far. I just got back from the gym. I had an epic workout today. Haven't hit the gym in the last 2 days, and my mind was going a little bit crazy. I was getting a little stir crazy up there, guys, because if I don't hit the weights for more than 2 days at a time, it starts getting noisy up in my head, and it gets me very, very distracted from my priorities. So it is very, very important for High Stim Ace to be hitting the gym regularly, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that. Now, one of the issues with hitting the gym regularly 5-6 days a week like I try to do is that you're going to deal with injuries, you're going to deal with inflammation, fatigue, muscle soreness, and all that fun stuff. So that's where the entire regimen comes in, all the vitamins, all the anti-inflammatory. A lot of times you're going to take some ibuprofen, and before you know it, you're just hopped up on a whole bunch of medication, vitamins, supplements, and it's a never-ending cycle, guys. But we do want to get the gains in the gym. We want the muscular hydration. We want to have the energy, but most importantly, we want to recover so our muscles can grow in an efficient manner. Now, today's product is something that got sent out to me from my good friends over at Huge Supplements. In case you guys haven't seen the all-new Wrecked review that I did drop for Huge Supplements, make sure to check it out. I'm going to pin it in the comments. I'm going to tag it. I'm going to put it in the video description. As always, I always make sure to put the playlists and all the other relevant information down below. So definitely take advantage of that and check it out. Now, I did review that one. I really enjoyed it, and Huge Supplements also did send out this other product my way, as well as a third product, which I will be getting to in the near future when they do release it. I'm not going to reveal it just yet. But what I have here, what I'm holding in my hands, this massive gargantuan tub, is Huge Supplements' take on an intra-workout. And this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the all-new, revamped and reformulated Formula 12. This thing is freaking massive. And I remember when I got the box in the mail, I was super excited because it was a big box. I had no idea what they sent to me, but they did send this one along with the Wrecked. And like I said, one more product, which I will be reviewing as soon as they release it. But this one here, guys, this is a freaking massive gargantuan tub. I really like the graphic. Huge Supplements always is top tier when it comes to their graphics. You got some skeletal dude pouring some liquid, some concoctions in here, and it just looks really sleek and nice. I really dig it. And this here claims to be able to be used at either 1 or 2 scoops. It's a loaded label. We're going to go through it in just a moment. It says to mix it with 16 to 20 ounces of water to drink during your workout. We got 12 stacked ingredients, 60 plus grams of active ingredients, and supposedly this is going to help you with energy, hydration, performance, and recovery, right? So the flavor I got here is the peach flavor. It does also come in watermelon flavor. Now, I haven't gotten the watermelon flavor, but based on the Wrecked pre-workout that I did review, that one was watermelon flavor, right? So this is the Wrecked pre-workout. They sent me the watermelon flavor, and it was delicious. So based on that assertion alone, I can assume and deduct that the watermelon flavor of this is going to be very, very similar, and thus it is going to be a good flavor. Now, the peach flavor that I have here is actually really, really solid as well. I would have probably gone with the watermelon if it was up to me, but I do like this one. It is more on the natural side. It doesn't have that peach ring candy flavor like a lot of peach flavored pre-workouts do. This definitely does taste like a more natural white peach flavor. Has a bit of a thickness to it, so I do like adding 2 scoops. That's right, guys, full dose. That's how we do it here on the channel. Full 2-scoop dose in my gallon jug of water, and I put in a lot of ice because this definitely tastes better when it's cold. If it's room temperature, it still tastes pretty good, but I like it ice cold, so I always make sure to put in a lot of ice. If it starts melting, then I ask them in the gym to fill up more ice for me, and we're good to go, guys. I will drink the entire gallon during my workout session, especially if I'm doing cardio or hitting the sauna afterwards. So with that being said, guys, we get the flavor out of the way. Let's talk about this loaded, massive label. All right, folks, like I said earlier, this can be ran at either 1 scoop, which comes in at 35 grams. So big, heavy dose here, guys, essentially as big as a protein scoop, if not bigger. There's some proteins that have 28, 29 grams. You're getting 35 grams for just the 1 scoop. So this is definitely a product you can run on 1 scoop, but I always go full dose. That's how I do it. So 2 scoops will come in at 70 grams, and that will yield 20 servings. So you could do the 40-20 with this one, no problem. you're getting 164 calories per the 2 scoops. And like I said, I will be reading everything here as it pertains to 2 scoops. So you're getting 164 calories, which I really like in an intro workout, because a lot of times I do train on an empty stomach, or even if I train later in the evening, I will not have eaten for at least 5-6 hours. I just have better sessions training on an empty stomach. But sometimes what could happen is you could get a little bit of cramping because of it. If you do end up taking a high stim pre-workout, you can get a little bit of the lightheadedness because you don't have any food in your system. So I like the fact that there's 164 calories in here, as well as carbs. We're going to get to that in a moment. And that kind of fuels you a little bit during your workout, and it does prevent you from getting that lightheadedness and dizziness. I've ran this one numerous times already, guys, probably like 5 or 6 times at this point. So I'm going to talk about it. We got 0 grams of fat, 500 milligrams of sodium for pumps. That's really good. 300 milligrams of potassium, 0 milligrams of cholesterol. And now we're getting to the carbs, and we got 41 grams of clean carbs in here, 490 milligrams of dietary fiber, and total sugars, we got 20 grams. So very, very interesting. It is definitely going to spike your blood sugar a little bit, but it will give you that quick burst of energy. Now, theoretically, if you were to drink the entire thing before your workout, then maybe it might be a little bit too much carbs and sugar at one point, unless you're a power lifter and you're training for PRs, in which case you might want to do that. But I like sipping on this one during the entire duration of the workout. So whether it's a training session that consists of an hour and a half training and then another 30 minutes of cardio, or 2 hours on the weights, whatever it may be, I am sipping on it. So I'm essentially releasing everything very slowly into my system, and that's how I like it. 0 grams of protein in here, which is unfortunate, but again, this isn't meant to be a protein product. Calcium, 50 milligrams, magnesium, 50 milligrams, and now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of the label. We're going to start off with highly branched cyclic dextrin as Cluster Dextrin, coming in at 20 grams. Now, what that's going to do is increase your endurance. It's going to increase your performance. It's going to increase your recovery, and it's going to help you prevent the cramping. And I did mention the cramping earlier. So right off the bat, you're winning. Great ingredient. I did look into it a little bit. Never heard of that ingredient before, but it seems like a winning formula for sure. So great start right off the bat. Next, we have dextrose at 20 grams. So this is a fast-releasing form of sugar, and it's going to help with energy, going to give you a spike of energy. So again, going back to the 20 grams of sugar we have, I'm assuming it is from the dextrose. And again, if you're going to take it instantaneously, then you will get that rush of energy right away, the spike in blood sugar and whatnot. But if you're sipping on it throughout, you're not going to have that issue. L-glutamine comes in next at 5 grams. That is an amino acid that is going to help with gut health and with muscular recovery, with tissue repair. So overall, great ingredient to have, especially if you're pushing the weights really, really hard. Creatine monohydrate, 5 grams, very solid. That is the daily dose, but I personally wouldn't rely on this to get your daily fix of creatine because you might not be taking this every single day. And again, you're sipping on it slowly, gradually throughout your workout. For me, I just like having my creatine in my morning cup of coffee or in my early afternoon protein shake, and I just get it out of the way. That's how I like to do it personally. L-ornithine, HCl, 3 grams, and that is another amino acid. And what that is going to do is actually help with growth hormone. It's going to secrete growth hormone slowly in your body. So it's going to help the muscular tissues repair and grow, theoretically, after your workout. So you're breaking the muscular tissue while you're training. You're drinking this. Hopefully you drink the entire serving and you don't waste any of it. And then at night you go to sleep, it will do its thing, release that growth hormone and muscular repair in your body. And it's supposed to help with fat burning as well. So it's a double entendre. It's a win-win for me. We got betaine anhydrous, 3 grams to help with the strength output. Taurine at 3 grams, nice all-around kind of ingredient, endurance, energy. And finally, coconut water powder at 3 grams for hydration. So that's the entire label, guys. Very well thought out, very well concocted label. Huge Supplements is usually very good when it comes to concocting intelligent labels that actually make sense. And this one here is no different. I really like this one, and again, it may not be my favorite flavor. It's a decent white peach flavor. As long as it's ice cold, it goes down easy. At room temperature, I'm not so crazy about it, but it beats drinking regular water, right? At least I think it does. I actually think this is a very good product, and I do think it is worth the money. I think it definitely helps you stay hydrated in the gym, because a lot of times when I took it on High Stim Saturday, High Stim Sunday in the morning, on an empty stomach, running a crazy High Stim pre-workout, I didn't get that lightheadedness that sometimes I would get when I would be just drinking water or pretty much nothing else, right? A lot of times in those kind of sessions when I'm pushing really, really hard and I'm really getting in that last rep after failure, I kind of lose my breath for a moment and I can get a little bit of this lightheadedness. It usually just lasts for a couple of seconds, but it could happen, especially on an empty stomach. I have an issue where I can't train on a full stomach or even on a semi-full stomach. It kind of has the opposite effect where I just feel bloated and I don't feel like moving at all, even if I eat something very light. So the most I'll ever eat, well, technically drink, is a protein shake before training. But even then, I try to make it at least like 30 to 45 minutes prior because I don't like having a protein shake right before training. I know, guys, I'm a weirdo, but sipping on this beverage throughout, not only is it going to keep you hydrated, it will help you actually get good pumps because there are some good pump ingredients in here. And I'm assuming you're having your pre-workout, which also has some pump ingredients in there. So you're going to be pumped up. You're going to be well hydrated. You're going to have a good sense of well-being. It's a very clean product. There's no bloating, despite the fact that this is a 70-gram scoop. At the full 2-scoop dose, you're not going to feel it sitting on your stomach, especially if you do it like me. You take the gallon jug, you're sipping on it throughout your training session, an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever it may be. And then you come home. If you have a little bit left over, you can sip on it throughout the day, no problem. I think it's a great product. It really hits all the nails on the head. It's kind of hard to review these kind of products because it isn't a pre-workout, meaning you're not going to feel it instantaneously. But I did run this one like 5 or 6 times at 2 scoops, and I did run it once at the 1 scoop. Now, the 1 scoop experience is going to be very similar, still very well-dosed ingredients, but you're going to want to take it with less water, maybe like 32 ounces of water, because if you put 1 scoop in a gallon jug, it's going to become very, very diluted, and you're not really going to feel the flavor much at all. So if you're going gallon jug, definitely go for the 2 scoops. If you have like a 32-ounce bottle, then go for the 1 scoop and you're going to be happy with it. It's going to last you a long time. It will give you a little bit more energy in the gym. It's going to give you just enough to get in that extra rep and possibly even an extra set or 2. I always push hard when I have this in my system. So for me, I think it's definitely worth the money. It really depends on you guys. If you have the extra money to spare and you want a good intro workout, something to drink during your training session to give you a little bit of that boost of energy and give you clean gains and help with the muscular tissue recovery and hydration, of course, then you can't go wrong with this one, guys. This is a great product from a great company. I really like a lot of what Huge Supplements has to offer. And you guys can pick this one up from hugesupplements.com. as well as NutriCartel.com. I'm going to link the information in the comment. I'm going to pin the comment down below, so definitely support my good friends over at Huge Supplements or at NutriCartel. I got discount codes for both, guys, so whichever one you go with, it's going to help support this channel and going to give you guys a little bit of money in your pocket as well, so I greatly, greatly appreciate that. If you found this video beneficial and informative, don't forget to like the video, comment below, share the channel with a fellow stim junkie or a fitness enthusiast. Follow me on Instagram at High Stim Ace, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for the hottest drops of 2024, 2025, and for many, many years to come, guys. Objective, unbiased, and unsponsored, as I will always continue doing. And that's it, guys. Once again, feel free to check out the product on hugesupplements.com or NutriCartel.com, and I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. High Stim Ace, signing off.